Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Oh, hi. Hello. Who's here? All right, we have 3 people so far. Well, hello guys. How you doing today? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, good. How you doing today? Oh, great. Please thumbs up the live, and let's get this party started. AMG, good to see you again. Master 10, good to see you again, guys. All right, today we are working on an iPhone 7 Plus. Oh, hi, beauty. How you doing? How's your night going? I thought we could do a quick live and do an iPhone screen replacement. This is just a quick tutorial. It should take about... Hello, Michelle Lee. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. We have a quick tutorial. We're going to be doing an iPhone screen replacement. Now that most of these places are closed because of COVID, I think we all need to learn how to do our own screen replacements and save us some money. That's what it's all about, right? Saving money. Okay, so I actually ordered this on Amazon. You can order on eBay or AliExpress or any other website. So this is the screen we have here. So this is the way it comes. It has like a little protector there so it doesn't scratch up. Okay, I have done some of the work before the video so that the video goes quick. So I have taken out the bottom screws. So when you buy these screens, usually they come with all the tools that you need. You're going to need this is a Phillips screwdriver, and also have this is for taking out the screws on the side, and you also have a pentalobe screwdriver. This is for taking out the screws on the bottom. I've already taken out the screws on the bottom on this one, but so they send you three tools, and it also comes with a suction cup. So it looks like that, and this package also comes with these little splodges. There's 2 of them. We're not gonna be using this tonight, but I thought I would show you what is included in the package. So these screens are actually cheap, depending on where you are, but you can get these screens now for less than $50. So you don't have to go to the store anymore. I'm going to try and show you how to easily do this. So first of all, the pentalobe screwdriver. This is for the screws at the bottom. There are 2 screws here, so you take those out, and then be careful when you're opening up your screen. So this one is kind of partially open already. So when you're opening up your screen, I kind of have long nails, nasty. I need to cut those. But you can just do that, or find something sharp and just put it between the screen and the frame. And on this is an iPhone 7 Plus. You have to be careful when you're opening it up. I'll show you why. So if you try and open this up, if it has been opened before, it should be easy to open. But if it cannot open, grab something sharp and just put it in between the screen and the frame right there, and then just go like that a few times and go around a few times, and you're going to see the screen starting to lift. There are 2 plastic pieces here, as you can see from the new screen. There are 2 plastic pieces at the top of the screen, and these go into the frame of the phone. So when you're taking out the phone, when you're taking out the screen, if it's like stuck at the top, it's because of those 2 plastic pieces. So what you want to do is to just when it's a little lifted, just try and wiggle it before you pull it out fully. Just wiggle it a little bit, and then lift it from this side. Don't lift it from this side, but lift it from this side, and you're going to find out why. So you're going to go like that gently, shake it out of the frame gently, and in no time you're going to see it opening up like that. Okay, so keep it in that position. On here, you're going to need one of these screwdrivers, and there's a metal plate that holds, there are about 4 screws. There's one here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's a metal plate that covers these are your cables for the screen. There's 2 of them, and this is your battery right here. So what you do when you get to this, when you've lifted, so you unscrew 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you remove those screws right there, and when you've done that, the first thing that you want to do is you want to unplug your battery. So your battery is this little cable here. This is your battery, right? This is your connector for the battery. So you want to disconnect that, right? So after you take out the plate, of course, and then you disconnect your battery. You just want to make sure there's no current. There's no current running on the logic board while you're working on the phone. So disconnect that. If you have nails or whatever, a screwdriver, use disconnect that. When it's lifted like that, now you can take out these cables for the screen. Alright, so you can just put a nail in there. Alright, push it up slightly, so one is out. Push out the other one slightly. Now you have a little bit more space to work with. Alright, so now you can let it fall. If you let the screen fall before you disconnect this, you might actually damage these cables on your old screen, depending. Alright, after you've done that, if you look at the top right here, this is your rear camera. So there's going to be another metal plate. I kind of did the work on here prior to these videos to make it a little bit faster for you guys, because I know you have other things to do. So on here, there's another metal plate that covers the cable for the front camera and also covers the connectors for the rear camera. So what you want to do when you get here is to take out the 1, 2, 3 screws. Okay, so it's between one of these screwdrivers. This come in the package that you're going to receive. One of these should work. So you take out 1, 2, 3 screws. After you have done that, this is your camera cable for the front camera. So you're going to, you can put your nail, or you can put a screwdriver in there and just pop it like that. You should see the cable connector should pop open. Alright, so now that's free. So now you can take this and put it on the side. We don't need it right now. We don't need it for now. So take that, put it on the side. Now here's your new screen. Most of these screens come with there's some plastic that covers the adhesive here. This adhesive is going to hold your front camera, so you just put something underneath it, under that little plastic, and it should come off. Some people take this off, some people don't. It's up to you. I usually take it off. This just protects the back of your screen. Be very careful. These cables for your screen are very flimsy, so be very careful when you're lifting this off. Alright, so I just go like that. That's free. And there's just a little adhesive, it's not a lot. Okay, so remove that. Alright, you don't need that, that's gonna be in the trash. Okay, alright, here's the fun part now. Okay, so what we're trying to do, if you bought the type of screen that I bought, it doesn't come with the camera, it doesn't come with the home button and anything like that. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be transferring all the parts that are on this old screen onto the new screen. Okay, so I hope I'm still in the frame here. Alright, so the best thing is to keep this in order, so when you're putting everything back together, it's not going to be an issue. Okay. Alright, so actually I'm going to start with this metal plate here. It has a lot of screws. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. So, okay. So, from my previous purchase, I received this, it's a magnetic pad. So this is going to hold all the screws. We're going to make sure we don't lose any of the screws. Okay, so I'm going to put this right here. As I start taking out the screws, we're going to place all the screws on here for safety. Alright. So we're going to take out. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3 screws on this side, and this is missing all those screws. But anyway, so if these screws were still there, we'd have taken that out 1, 2, 3 and put them on this pad. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and just line everything up on here. Looks like someone has been in this phone before me already, so there's some screws that are missing. Alright, that's good. Now just make it easier for me. So anyway, the next part we are going to do is, let's take out the screws for, this is your home button right here. Alright, so we're going to take out one. Let's just try and keep them as much of an order as you can. It will make things easier when you're trying to put everything back in where it belongs. And AMG depends on what's missing. These screws that are from the side of this screen, they're not going to affect the performance at all. They are important, but they're not really critical. Alright, so your home button is exposed now. So this is the connector for your home button. To remove this, you want to just trying to read the messages. Sorry. Faye, the back of my iPhone broke. Faye, what type of iPhone do you have? Faye, is Faye still here? Alright, so yeah, so to disconnect this, you can put your nail or you can put something sharp between these two. So that this is your connector for your home button. So this is the actual home button right here, and this comes already on the screen that you receive. Okay, so when you get here now, there's some adhesive be at the bottom of this flex cable here. So you want to just get underneath it. I have nails. Makes things a little bit easier. This has been worked on before, so most of the stuff is loose. Okay. Alright, so that's loose, and just push it in there. Alright, so that's your home button here. I'll put it right there. Alright, cool. So this is pretty much loose at this point. Well, there's one more screw right here. Let's take that out. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna start working at on the earpiece right here. So over here there's your microphone and your front camera. So we're gonna take out all the screws here and keep them safe here. Alright, so we have 1, 2. Alright, so we have about 5 screws at the top that hold the earpiece and the camera. That's 3. Alright, so there's one more screw here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now this is loose. You can just lift that out of there. And by keep everything in order, if you keep everything in order, it's going to make things easier for you when you have to put everything back together. Alright, there's your speaker right there. Alright, now the only thing that remains here is the camera. You see your front facing camera. Okay, so to take this out, just go underneath it. Actually, let's take this metal plate out. It's not holding anything anymore. It might be easier. Alright, let's put this right here. Okay. Just gonna work on, be very careful, you don't want to damage this. This is your camera here. There's a little bit of adhesive underneath it. Get it at an angle as soon as you get one corner out, it's going to be easy to lift it out. I'm tempted to use a knife. I'm so tempted, because I don't want to damage it. Okay, alright, looks like we got it. Alright, cool. It's lifting up now. Alright. Cool. That's your proximity sensor over here. Okay. It's just mostly adhesive. If this has been, since this has been worked on before, it's a little easier. If it's a new repair, if the screen has never been replaced, it's going to be a little trickier. But this has been worked on, so it's a little, most of the parts are loose. Okay, so we're gonna just lift this out of there. Okay, all right. We have everything out there. Okay, so at this point, just check on your new screen, make sure that you're not carrying over parts from that you already have on the new screen. So it looks like when I pull this out, I already have this part on this new screen. We're not going to need that. Alright, so now I'm just gonna lay the camera and the proximity sensor into place. Make sure everything lines up properly as you're doing this. Okay, be very gentle. All right. All right, it's pretty much in place. Okay, that's done. The next step, grab your earpiece here. So you're gonna make sure that these contacts here, the 4 of them, line up with the contacts on this cable, the camera cable. Alright. Alright, next thing, you're gonna flip the camera into place. Okay. Alright. And now you're gonna grab this housing that hold everything in place. So this is going to hold your camera, and just gonna lay it like that on top. Okay. All right. Now, if you have your screws in order, this is gonna be easy. So we have our screws in order on this magnetic pad here. So these little tools that I received, thank God, magnetic. Alright, before we actually finish doing that, let's grab this plate and put it in place. So this just feeds through here. So you're gonna feed it through the cables for your screen here. Alright. Okay. Alright. Line it up. Okay. Alright, now we can, when everything's lined up, we can finish adding the rest of the screws. Okay, so there's one more screw at the top. If you notice that your tools are losing magnetism, just touch them on the speaker of your phone on the side here. The screws are pretty small. Okay. Alright. Looks like alright, finally got it. Alright, it's not as difficult as it's looking right now. end of the day. But alright, so grab the rest of the screws. If your screw is not going in, don't force it. It means that it's in the wrong place. If it's in the right place, it's gonna go in. Okay, 2 more to go. And if you have put the screws in the correct order when you're taking them out, they will be in the correct order when you're putting everything back together. Okay. Last one for the top. All right. Alright, so your front-facing camera has all the screws, everything is in place. Since this phone was missing quite a number of screws that I don't have, I'm going to be putting it back the way it came. These are not critical, like I said earlier on. Okay, so on here, just make sure that these cables are lining up properly. Okay, if you have to push them out, push them, but don't force them. You don't want to break the cables for the screen. Okay, now you're going to grab your virtual home button. Alright, for the 7 Plus, you're going to feed it from this side. Okay, it might help if you take out this plastic cover. So take out the plastic cover here. And we're going to do it second time. So just feed the home button from the other side. Okay, it should fall into place. And then now when you're at this point, you want to grab, so make sure your home button is lined up properly. Okay. Right. And then just close that up. Alright. That looks like it's well done. It's not going anywhere. Alright, that's perfect. Now I'm gonna grab, there's a metal plate that covers your home button here, and it has about, there's 3 screws to it. Okay. So put that in place. Okay. And start grabbing your screws. We need to change the tools. Alright. Alright. So, like I was saying, there are 3 screws over here. So we need just 2 more. Okay. There's 1 more for the middle. If everything was in place, it should be in place when you're putting back everything together. And this one. And now your home button is secure. Alright, and then this is the last one. And there you have it. If we had received these screws, we would be putting those back in, but I don't have those. So at this point, we're going to test, make sure that the phone is working, make sure that the front and the rear cameras are working. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. As easy as that. Alright, so grab your phone, make sure that the battery is still disconnected. Don't connect anything if the battery is still connected. So you want to work on the attach your front camera first. So the connector for the front camera is right underneath the rear camera, so right there. You might need to wiggle it a little bit. Alright, you're going to feel it snap into place. Alright, you got it. Now, these are your flex cable for the screen, the LCD. Okay. So the short one, the little one goes into the first connector, and the longer one goes into the second connector. Okay, you're gonna feel them snap into place. And if you had the metal plates on here, then you'd connect the top one that covers the front camera and the rear camera, and then the one that covers the battery and the cables for the screen. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, as easy as that. And then all you need to do at this point is make sure your screen is lined up. Remember those two plastic tabs that I talked about that at the top. Put those into the screen, into the phone first, into the phone's frame first, and then now you can just press down and everything should fall into place. Okay. If you detect a little bit of hesitation, don't force it. Okay, let's test it, make sure everything is working. Did we connect the battery? I don't think I connected the battery. It's not going to work without the battery. Alright, let's open it back up and connect the battery then. Okay, battery connector. Alright, see the mistake. Alright, now those two metal plastic pieces again, make sure that everything is in the frame. And now let's just start pressing down. We're going to test everything first to make sure everything is working. Alright, there we go. It's turning on, branding your screen. Oh, thank you, Matt. AMG, thank you for sticking around for the tutorial. Okay. Alright, so it looks like the phone is back working. We're gonna test the rear camera. Alright, the rear camera is working. Nice. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I hope you found this helpful. Oh, Misha Lee is still here. Hi, Misha. It's not as hard as it looks actually. If you do one, do the second one. It's actually pretty easy. There are a lot of tutorials, fortunately, on YouTube of how to do this. It's pretty easy. It's just about having the right tools. That's all. If you have the right tools, then you should be good. Alright, well, thank you all for sticking around during this tutorial. I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you. Have a good night. Good night, Misha Lee. Good night, Matt M. Good night, AMG. Good night, Master 10. I don't know if Beauty by Faye is still here. Thank you all. Bye.